Dumbest fucking game, bro. You sit here for fucking 9 hours trying to do this shit. We get to the 5th fucking game and my shit crashes on a fucking state-of-the-art PC, 3090, i9 maxed out, spec'd out, $5 on this fucking thing for this dumb fucking game to crash. Jesus Christ, I just spent my whole day trying to get this goddamn thing. Fix your fucking shit. You just made $1 billion and you've done it every year. Every fucking year. You have made $1 billion+ from this game.
So I've been wanting to talk about this for a couple weeks now because it is just kind of mind-blowing how many people aren't talking about this. I mean, for sure, there is a lot of people complaining. I mean, I just showed Nadeshot go off on a rant right at the beginning of the video, but it has gotten like nowhere near the outrage that games like Cyberpunk did. Warzone 2 launched in such a horrible state. Like, I've played a lot of game releases in the last couple of years that got rushed out and were insanely unfinished, just like Cyberpunk 2077. But this is the worst I've played in terms of crashes, bugs, just insane instability. Which is super disappointing because Beanox, the dedicated team when it comes to developing the PC versions of Call of Duty now, are usually pretty good. I mean, Black Ops 4 was one of the best optimized games, especially for how new and good it looked, that I've played in such a long time. It ran perfect. Good FPS, flawless mouse movement, frames were great, no stuttering. And then you go over to Warzone 2 and it's so obvious this game was rushed out and is nowhere near being completed. As of making this video, I think Warzone 2 has been out for over a month now, and they came out with some update that helped with my crashes. It still hasn't fixed it for a lot of people, and I still do crash every once in a while, and I still dev error all the fucking time, but it's a lot better than it used to be. I didn't even want to go for the nuke challenge in Warzone because I was crashing like almost every hour. And I know this wasn't a like PC specific thing. People were crashing on Xbox, PlayStation. All of my friends that played on PC were crashing and dev erroring.
I'm gonna land on one of those guys. I don't know if they had loadouts.
My game crashed. It's fucking.
Amaxis. Yeah, we gotta figure out the.
My game just crashed.
Oh, it did.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, it's so obvious they didn't play test this game enough, or they did and there was problems and they just decided to release it anyways. And it's crazy how this isn't like getting more hate. I feel like maybe we're getting a little too used to this Call of Duty being really buggy after the original Warzone. I remember original Warzone used to be, after every major update, the game was just completely broken. And now we've kind of just accepted that for some reason with Call of Duty. I think for sure they bit off a little bit more than they could chew. I mean, they're doing so much this year with Warzone 2, DMZ, regular multiplayer, Ground War, the campaign. I mean, they had so much to do in this game. It's honestly not surprising that Warzone 2 is so unfinished and broken and buggy. I mean, dude, just scrolling through like TikTok and YouTube shorts and streamer Twitch clips and stuff, there's so many bugs in this game that are just like, what the hell?
I have no idea.
What the? Bro.
One's in the tower and then two in the tent below me.
I can't fight here. There's like a sun flare going on my fucking screen.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Just a heads up to the east, like on the edge of the gas, I think. There's like smokes and shit. There's somebody over there.
Is this not a...
You? I'm with you. I can't really see the mini map.
Zone's coming. Zone's coming. We got to get up to the right.
Should
And
I
there
go
should
right
be
or
somebody
left?
around here. You had to go right, yeah. And then we're splitting the zone, so I don't know if we can get to where you
I
guys
can
are
come
trying
to
to
you.
go.
I have a gas mask. I can come to you. Just stay on that side. Stay on that side.
I was talking about it in the last video. The core game, once you slow down and realize this is meant to be more of a tactical shooter, it can actually be pretty fun. But I still don't want to play the fucking game because it's so buggy and crashes all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've died to bugs in this game. Whereas like Cyberpunk 2077, it was a single player game and most of the bugs were more funny than annoying. You know, yeah, my car glitches into the ground and I die, whatever. I just reload my save. But in this game, you're playing a BR. You get late into the game and, oh, for some reason, my gas mask is completely glitched even though I see it in my inventory, but it says I have no gas mask and I die to the gas. Oh, I'm using my dual pistols and I parachute. My guy is now infinitely in a run animation and I can't cancel my parachute. Like, there were so many different layers of bugs. I think on my best game that I've had so far playing solo quads, at the end of the game, the last circle, there was like 3 people left, and I ran into 4 different bugs back to back, and it got this close to making me lose the game. And what's sad is, yeah, some of these are going to get fixed, but a lot of them will probably never be fixed, just like it was in Warzone 1. And what's even worse is they'll come out with another big update that's supposed to fix a lot of these things, and that update will introduce a bunch of more bugs. It's just so frustrating. This whole trend of releasing games that are super unfinished and just being like, yeah, we'll fix it later is so dumb, and I hate how it's just become like commonplace. If you take away the bugs and the crashes and everything, I'd say Warzone 2 is actually pretty fun after getting used to the game. If there was no bugs and the crashing was under control, this would probably be like a 6 or a 7 for me. But the way the game launched with me constantly crashing, all of the bugs, the stutters, holy shit, the stutters were so fucking annoying. It was down to like a 5, maybe even a 4, just because that made it so frustrating. I only talked about this a little bit in my regular review of the MW2 multiplayer, because honestly, the regular multiplayer was okay. I mean, there was definitely bugs and there was still crashing and dev errors, but it was nowhere near what Warzone 2 is, which I guess makes sense because Warzone 2 is a much bigger game. There's a lot more elements to it, all the looting, the bigger map, all the vehicles. Yeah, it's just crazy how like this has become the norm for games to do this, to release in an absolute shit state. And with how common these issues are with the games, there's no way they didn't know about these issues and decided to release the game anyways. I mean, perfect example, Callisto Protocol released not too long ago, is that Dead Space-like game, and it had the same issue. It ran like complete and utter shit on PC at release, and they had to do a bunch of damage control to try and settle everybody down. I don't know, just really frustrating. I think eventually the game will become more stable, but it'll be months and months of updates, and those updates, like I said, will probably introduce more little bugs. I just don't think they're ever going to get like fully ahead of it where this game is going to be polished. But overall, I do think the game is fun. It sucks that a lot of my friends don't play it, so I've been playing mostly solo. But at the end of the day, I actually do enjoy playing Warzone 2. The VoIP, the proximity voice chat definitely carries it hard, but I do overall think it's a fun time. I actually really enjoy the map. The different elevations help a lot, just parachuting to different places on the map. You're not like super reliant on vehicles, even though they are still better to get around. The main thing that I'm hoping for now is that they'll potentially add a game mode, kind of like Iron Trials in Warzone 1, where it's more focused around, more HP, basically just a more skillful mode. Yeah, anyways, what do you guys think? Are you even still playing this? Like I said, a lot of my friends are actually already over Warzone 2. They don't even play it a lot. Actually, a lot of my friends have gone back to the regular multiplayer, which I think is crazy because if I'm being honest, the regular multiplayer, while it was less buggy and a little bit more polished, I think it was way more boring. I mean, it is quite literally just regular 6v6 Call of Duty like it's been for like 20 fucking years. Whereas at least Warzone 2 is something a little different. So I'm curious, what are you guys playing? Are you playing regular multiplayer? Are you playing DMZ? Are you playing the BR mode? Or are you just already fucking done with the game and you've moved on to something else? Let me know. Also, if you haven't, go and watch my last video. I talk about how I have literally adapted to Warzone 2. I kind of explain in that video how movement and aim doesn't matter much. It is a very tactical, slow shooter, and when you start playing it like that, it's pretty fucking easy to outplay people. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later. In like the last 2 minutes. Oh my God.